Hello, Aquarius. How are you doing today? We are approaching the beginning of February very soon. Oh, let's see, February 1st is on Thursday. So I'm doing a reading for February 2024. Of course, this can be timeless as well. But let's just see the most prominent energy around right now with the Aquarians, especially since Pluto is in Aquarius right now. So I'm going to definitely be pointing that out a lot, just so you know, because it's a big deal. So this is for all of my Aquarius sun, moon risings, and it could be your Venus, midheaven, or stellium as well. All right, splitting it in three. One, two, three. All right, Aquarius. What's the most prominent energy right now for you? 2, 3, 4, 5. The Emperor is the most prominent energy. Okay, what is covering the energy? Either aiding it or hindering. We'll find out. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. The Hermit. Okay, I see. The Hermit is covering the Emperor. What is crowning? The High Priestess. What in tarnation? I shuffled these cards. I shuffled them. I'm getting they're all major arcana so far. This is okay. Okay. Let's look at what is beneath. What is hidden underneath? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Seven of Cups is hidden underneath. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's look at what could have been in the recent past for you. 3, 4, 5. 4 of Wands. Okay. 4 of Wands. Okay. What's in the possible soon to come forwards? 2. Oh, jeez. 3, 4, 5. 2 of Wands. Okay. I might have to pull some more later to just clarify, so we'll see. Okay, how does the outside see you? 2, 3, 4, 5. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Hmm. Okay. How do you see the outside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Page of Swords is how you see the outside. Okay? What lies in your hopes and your fears? 2, 3, 4, 5. The Empress. No, it's definitely a hope, I think, for sure. As far as fears go, I'll have to look into that too. There's possibly a fear there as well. All right. So overall, 2, 3. Overall, King of Swords. Okay. All right. So bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups. This is a journey that is within you. It's a solo journey of yours. There looks a lot of spiritual aspects here, not so much outward. I get a lot of inner stuff, not so much things happening on the outside. So Pluto is working inside right now. Just started in the earlier degrees. So I would say a lot of times degree theory, when it's in the earlier degrees, of course, that's going to affect Aquarians that have earlier degrees. The later degree Aquarians, they'll start to feel more of the outward stuff happening. And also it depends on the placement in your chart as well, aspects to the chart and what house it is in. So, but anyways, let's just continue with this. So your current energy right now, because I'm not going off of like what's currently happening, I'm going off of energy, what you're vibing off, what you're feeling, or what's most dominant in you right now is this Aries. This is an Aries energy. You could look to Aries in your chart as well. What house do you have it in? What does it speak to in your life? And I also think about North Node and Aries right now collectively. So that's with the North Node being in Aries, it could be a trigger point for you right now, especially since Pluto is in your sign too. So major Aries energy, Emperor, you feel a very strong urge to be your own authority figure, to be a leader. But what's covering it is the Hermit. So these are two completely different opposing energies. The Hermit does not want to be in the throne. The Hermit wants to go on his own journey, spiritual reflection, but introverted. The Emperor, in order to be a leader, has to be upfront, has to be outspoken, has to lay down the laws of things. They're not afraid to speak their mind. Hermit, they'll speak their mind, but they keep it to themselves. So this is kind of something that's clashing. And I think maybe it has something to do with everything you might be seeing in the world right now. So, because, and then how others might view you too, right? So it's difficult. And I'll go back to that. What's crowning you is major Piscean energy, which is the High Priestess. So High Priestess, she is able to see the opposites, right? Light, dark. It's what is it called? I like to say it's like contrast, polarization of things, which is actually very much this. These are polarizing energies. So, but then also keep in mind that Hermit represents Virgo. And this is the Pisces card. Did you know that on the zodiac wheel that Pisces and Virgo are opposites of each other on the wheel? They're opposites, but at the same time, they are the same. Pisces is also introvert, more soft-spoken. Virgo is soft-spoken too. The only difference is that Pisces is scatterbrained, more up in the ethers. Virgo is more grounded, soft-spoken, but very articulate, very, very logical, very grounded. So, but they're complete opposites. So they're both mutable signs. I don't know why I felt the need to point that out, but I did. But since the high priestess is crowning, that was another signifier. I can't talk right now. Sorry, guys. The signifier that this is a inner working here. So at the root or at the bottom, what's hidden, as I said earlier, is that it's the Seven of Cups. So that could explain why this is going on, right? The Seven of Cups is so many options, so many different things to choose from. You have so many dreams, so many things you want to aspire to, you want to start. But you're also aware that amongst all these different opportunities, there are some that are too good to be true. There are some things that you have to be careful of, but you don't know for sure which ones those might be. So then it could put you in a state of this. You're like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start. But oh my gosh, wait, is this the right one? No, it's time to be a leader. I'm ready to be a leader. But oh no, wait. Hold on. Did I check all of my bases first? So, let's see. In your recent past, I wanted to get a little bit more on the Four of Wands because I'm not exactly sure what that means. I mean, it could mean, yes, you have stability, right? Family, all that kind of stuff. But I kind of want to get a little bit more about this. Four of Wands in the recent past. I mean, it could still be, it's not like it's, gone and only in the recent past. It could still be the same thing too, but just, now you're maybe kind of going more inward, trying to figure out your own leader. So, okay, I'm going to split this in three. So we're going to get we're going to get some more clarification on the Four of Wands in the recent past for you, Aquarius. Oh my God, I shit you not. Shit you not. The Four of Wands again. What the crap is going on? Okay, this is a different deck. Yep. Okay, that's very clear. I just got another download. 4-4. Don't know if you've seen the number fours recently. Signs and synchronicities. So many times or even 11-11, right? This is the 11-11 card. But I got a clarifier. You can either add these two, and it could be an 8. You can look at your 8th house themes. 8th house is all about death, rebirth, transformation, debts. Do you have debts that you need to pay back? Or does someone owe you something? So that's what I'm getting, okay? That's some pretty crazy clarification there with the same card. Nothing bad. I don't get anything bad from it. I just get that, yeah, Four of Wands, 11-11, or the number 4, or 8, the infinity, could be very important to you. So now I'm going to get a clarifier, though, for the soon to come forwards, which is the Two of Wands. So let's see. Two of Wands. 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. I got the Seven of Cups. This is in your hidden below. So what that speaks to me This Two of Wands. What's soon to come is you're going to make a decision. You are going to pick and choose without fear. You're going to use your Emperor energy. And guess what? You can still combine the Emperor and the Hermit together. They don't have to fight against each other. They can work together as a team. As long as you learn how to use your intuition, you can figure it out and you can make it work for you. But you're definitely going to have to do something about this Seven of Cups that is hidden within the inner realms of yourself. Right? Because you can't just keep waiting here. There has to be a decision made about which options, which life path you would like to go on. So let me make sure this is still open. So now moving towards the how people view you. Well, people see you as a very understanding individual. People always get this feeling that you are always an understanding person. You're always there for them when they need you, and you know how to make someone feel better about themselves, to uplift others. The Knight of Cups. So definitely very supportive individual. You have a heart of gold. And then in your how you see your environment, you see your environment as the Page of Swords. So right now, your vision of things or your view of things, how you observe is that everyone is kind of maybe going through the same things that you're kind of going through, right? No one's an expert. Everyone's on the same level of learning. I mean, the Page, it's very much like starting out, almost like not so certain as to what's really going on. But another thing too, that the Page is like about communication, right? So I also think that as well as right now, you're just kind of observing a lot of people no one really knows what's going on. All the information that is thrown out there to the public or around us, we don't know what to really believe because nothing's for certain. Everyone seems to be talking out of their ass at times. Everyone, like, everybody. And myself included. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, I know all, but we're observing this. And there's some people that we come across that act as though they know everything when they don't, right? So that's kind of what I get from this now. Oh yeah. So you kind of view it as everyone's kind of like in this baby mode of trying to figure things out. And maybe there's not always the most mature communication amongst people that you've noticed, and it's sometimes becomes intolerable at times. In your hopes, you want to embody the Empress. You want to embrace your nurturing self inside. But guess what? This is your energy right now. The Emperor and the Empress are a suit. They go together. So perhaps if this is more of your strong suit normally, maybe this is the part where you want to try, like your hopes is that you can integrate both parts of yourself, the anima and the animus within us, right? To create the balance. Because you don't want to lose yourself completely. You want to be able to also embrace your more feminine natures. And I mean, whether you're a man or a woman, like you can switch roles, whichever, okay? Just whatever you need to do to make it resonate best for you, you'll know. But this is the message I get. And as far as fears go, your fears that is something that might be hard to attain, or maybe you don't trust your abilities to be able to channel this in you. That's your fear. Now, the overall comes down to the King of Swords. Aquarius, You are the King of Swords. Yes, you really are. Um, you really are. I mean, it's the swords are representing the air signs after all. But when this is the overall, I think that I'm going to need a little more clarity. Hold on. So I can't just like figure that out fully yet. So let's see. King of Swords in the overall of this for Aquarius. Mm. Mm-hmm. You know what I get? Oh, hold on. So you know what I get after picking this out to go along with the King of Swords. These are also very polarized as well. The King of Swords normally is the cold, brutal, blunt individual, no mercy. But alongside him is the Ten of Cups, which represents ultimate fulfillment and happiness. So when I get these together, I envision someone protecting their family, their abundance, their fulfillment. No one can take that away from you. And you solely focus on just protecting what's yours and building what is yours. Don't be afraid to sit on your throne. You can still be a humble, understanding king. You can still be logical and yet also have the ability to understand the more deeper dimensions of our reality. It's about meshing together those energies and integrating them together. There's times where we can sometimes feel, oh, I feel like I'm being too arrogant when I want to take my power back. Am I being too much? I do that all the time, by the way. Is this too much? Do I come off arrogant? Do I come off conceited, like a know-it-all? But you know what? After a certain period of time, we have to work on stopping ourselves from doing that all the time, because we don't want to constantly be in this, oh, that I'm ready now. Oh, wait, no. It keeps you stagnant. You just don't go anywhere. You can have the ability to mesh together the fiercest energies of the Emperor and the loving, nurturing Empress together within you. And when you get that, you can create something really cool, And yeah, I think this also has to do with, like I said, your home. I think I mentioned that before. Um, right now, there's a lot of different things going on in life. So this Seven of Cups could be the main challenge for you right now. This is also Scorpio card, so just maybe you can look at your Scorpio placements, or maybe you have some kind of transit happening. Who knows? But if you're not into transits, that's totally fine. It can get pretty complex with those as well, and sometimes that can cause unwanted anxiety. So I'll definitely agree with that. But we do have quite a bit of major arcana here, so I want to point that out before I end this. So first off, we have the Emperor, which is Aries. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo. Then we have Pisces, that's crowning the High Priestess. And then in the hopes and fears, we have the Empress. So if we combine all these, this is the hope and fear. This is the top three first pulled. Someone is afraid of themselves, maybe, in some low-key way. Maybe. I could be wrong about that. Maybe you're not. It's something down there that needs to be acknowledged and looked at. And maybe learning in some ways to not be fearful of working on something because you're afraid of failure. Or you're worried that if you don't take the right step in the right way, that it will all crumble down. Intuition is key. And only you can know that. Nobody can tell you based off their own separate intuition of what the right decision is. You have to know it yourself. You can't borrow intuition from somebody else. So always keep that in mind as well. Even when you're listening to me or any other reader or any other person who gives you advice, you need to follow your intuition. Okay. So, of course, you can get good advice from people for sure. And I think it's great to do that. And you'll know that because you'll also intuitively know, okay, aha, that is resonating. So you'll take advice. But if something isn't resonating, when someone gives you advice, you'll just know that. Okay. We have 2 repeating cards that this one was a big one here, the 4 of Wands, and then the 7 of Cups. So anyways, like I said, 9 of Cups. Oh, by the way, this is the bottom, right? Team? Well, in the overall, we got the 10. So, and yeah, take that as you will. I hope you liked this, Aquarius, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month.